Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here for a bit of a play with these laminated sheets. Now I have done these kinds of pockets before, but I haven't done them for a really long time. So I thought it would be fun to come along and have a bit more of a play using some new bits and pieces that, you know, I certainly didn't have in the past when I've made these kinds of things. So I've got a whole bunch of different laminated pieces, as you can see. So I had a lot of fun doing these laminated pieces, and yep, I'm probably being well optimistic thinking I'm going to get through even, you know, a quarter of these or even one page of these, to be honest, in one video. But yeah, let's kind of just get on and kind of see how we get on. So I've got this one. Now I was wondering whether we could do some of those kind of oh, what do you call these? The, you know, vellum pocket envelopes, which I did recently, but using the decorated up laminate, because I mean the laminate's kind of, you know, got a bit of a vellum-y kind of appearance, hasn't it? So, you know, I don't think it's kind of beyond the realms of you know, what it looks like. So yeah, I'm wondering whether we could actually kind of use this like as a, you know, alternative to the vellum. Now I'm not 100% sure whether this is going to work. Yeah, it's kind of wing and a prayer type stuff going on here, but hey, let's give it a try. So what I'm going to do, I think, is cut first of all this down. So I'm going to cut it sort of here, and then it's just going to show me, you know, the sort of size that I can make my envelope. So yeah, let's cut that one down like that. Now this is cloudy, you know, cloudy laminate. This one obviously is clear. I have to say I bought the cloudy by mistake. It would not have been my choice. Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike it, but I prefer probably the clear. But that being said, this one definitely has a bit more of a vellum-y kind of appearance. So I guess really for what we're doing here, actually maybe this is going to be, you know, ideal. Who knows? Right, let's have a look, and yeah, let's cut this down here to make the envelope from, like that. Okay. And yeah, again, we just want to kind of fold up what's going to be our base of our envelope. So yeah, let's just take that up there. Like that, and let's just check that's going to fit. Yeah, okay, right. So let's just squish that down with my bone folder. Okay, and yeah, this would then go over the top of here. And then what I would do is obviously stitch it round on these three sides and then stitch my envelope together. And then the flap comes over like that. Now I'm thinking this would benefit from being inked up. So let me just cut it down here across the top. Like that. Yeah. Right, I'm going to ink this. And then to be honest, I probably could, yeah, go and stitch it first, I'm thinking. And then I can trim it a little bit more, you know, if I need to. So let's just ink this up a bit. Okay. Yeah, that looks kind of better, doesn't it? Yeah, and then the envelope flap would be like that. So yeah, I think that's quite nice, to be honest. So I'm going to just put this to one side because I'm probably going to be stitching a few things. So, you know, I might as well keep all of my stitching and do it all in, you know, in one go. So I'm going to cut this one down. So again, just kind of, oops. Oh, this laminate is a bit teary. Yeah, tears a little bit easily, which I hadn't quite expected. I mean, normally I think laminate's quite unterrible. This one, I don't know whether that was kind of a fluke, but it certainly tore very easily, didn't it? Right, so I'm now thinking, you know, let's be using up things rather than just getting out new pieces of paper. So wondering whether we could have that one on here. I mean, like I say, I'm not quite sure about this cloudy cloudy laminate. Yeah, kind of wishing I'd use normal. Oh, it's much better there. Much better not on, what do you call it? You know, if it's on neutral, it looks a lot better, doesn't it? Yeah. So from that point of view, I'm now thinking perhaps I should backtrack and do this on. Oh, yeah, I prefer that, I think. Right, okay, complete and utter change of plan now. So, yeah, I'm going to do the envelope here. So what I'm going to do is just fold this over here, like that. So it's got a bit more thickness going on. Okay. Now, I need to trim this down, obviously. I'm just going to trim it down here. Like that, okay. Right, let's now glue this down. Like that, okay. Yeah, I hadn't obviously had a look to kind of see how that cloudy vellum looked, you know, on different papers. But actually, to be honest, it's quite surprising the difference between that darker paper and this. I mean, it just looks 100% better, doesn't it, on this? So, yeah, definitely, you know, this looks a billion times better, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I quite like it now on there. And then what I'm thinking is, because this is now, you know, this is just flimsy sheet music. So I'm now thinking we should probably line this with something to just make it a little bit stronger. Yeah, perhaps we could just line it with some book page. Have a look. Yeah, I think I'm just going to line it with some book page. Just so it's a bit more robust, really. You know, I'm always very aware of how flimsy some of these papers are. I mean, especially obviously if they're vintage kind of paper, you know, they're not kind of going to be very strong, are they? But, you know, let's face it, vintage or not vintage, if it's just single thickness paper, it's not going to be very strong. I mean, it's not designed to be strong, is it? It's yeah, we're asking a lot of it in the projects that we do, aren't we? So yeah, so we just spread this glue out, and then, you know, I've just got sort of a more durable piece basically. So let me just clean up my glue. Okay, right, let's just trim this down. Actually, do you know what I'm thinking? Oh no, no, right, ignore me. Okay. Yeah, so that's going to be like that. And then I do like to have the flap kind of, you know, with a reasonable gap so that you can very easily get things in and out. So, you know, we've got quite a nice big gap there for ease of, you know, like I say, getting things in and out of the envelope. So, yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to, yeah, glue all of, or sorry, stitch all of this together. Oh, that's gorgeous. Really, really nice. I'm going to just cut this flap down slightly. Like that. Okay. Okie dokie. Right, so that's that one. Yeah, quite happy with that. Right, this one. So let's pull this in. Wonder if I've made it too narrow now. Well, it's not too bad, to be honest. Yeah, it's not too bad because I can trim that down kind of either side. So, yeah. Now, what shall I back that onto to make it a bit thicker? Just wondering whether I've got any scraps of paper or anything that I can back that onto. Or I could just put it on... let's just have a look, hold on. I mean, I have got this, which... Yeah, I mean, this was some of my kind of misprints, so yeah, I might just kind of back it onto there, to be honest. Right, let's just go around like that. Actually, oh yeah. Right, okay, so let's just get this stuck down like that. Okay. Oh no, look at what I've done. What a wally. Oh dear. What was I saying about these fragile old papers? Yep. Again, just how not to craft video. Right. Okay, that's not too bad. And then I'm going to just stitch this onto there. Now, wondering what pieces do we have left? So we've got these couple here. So we've got the shoe and the bow. So let's just, again, take that across here. Okay, up, oops, not there. Like that. And I'm just going to take that down. Now, unfortunately, these have been sat behind my desk for weeks now, you know, with a view to keep doing this video. Not keep doing this video, but with a view to doing this video. And yeah, I just kept on not kind of getting around to it. So yeah, unfortunately, my, you know, laminate pieces, they've got slightly creased up, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, it's not the end of the world. They still look fine. They're still perfectly usable. So yeah, all is not lost. It's not the end of the world yet. Okay, so again, just lots of glue, get that down. Okay, let's put that there like that. Okay, right, glue that one. Yeah, that looks really nice with that shoe, doesn't it? So yeah, really love how the shoe looks. And then the final one was this one. Oops. With the frame and the bow. So yeah, we're going to have the shoe here, or maybe the frame and the bow. So let's just cut this down. Probably a bit more. Put it across the top. And just bring this in at the side. Okay. Oh, I love how that looks. That's so pretty, isn't it? Yeah, and again, like I say, I mean, this misty, you know, cloudy effect vellum, it's not vellum, it's, you know what I mean. The cloudy effect acetate, I mean, it really does look much better with like book page or sheet music, or just something neutral, you know, a scrapbook paper or a digi or something, but a neutral one rather than a dark one. And yeah, I mean, that was just purely because I hadn't actually checked how it would look, and I kind of thought, oh, it's going to look good with that, and actually it looked pretty rubbish. It would have looked okay had the acetate been see-through rather than the cloudy. Right, okay, so then I'm going to, yeah, stitch that. So I'm going to take all these bits over to the sewing machine and I will come back in a second. Right, I'm back from the sewing machine. So I'm going to quickly show you what I've done. Now, this one here, I'm having kind of a quandary as to how to finish this off, because what I've done, I'm going to show you in a second. So let me just quickly trim this down. So what I've done, I've kind of stitched the pocket on here, and I've just put this little bit of lace to the side, which I think looks really, really pretty. But what I'm wondering is, and I know this sounds really weird, but whether to leave this kind of bottom bit here, so it's like a pocket more deliberately on the pocket, if that makes sense. So rather than kind of like trim it to the size of the acetate, I'm wondering whether to actually leave the pocket, you know, the base quite big and have the pocket kind of smaller on there, because I actually think that looks quite nice. And yeah, I've never really kind of thought to do that before when I've made these. I've always gone like right to the edge, but weirdly, I kind of quite like that. I think that looks, you know, really, really nice. So I think I'm going to leave it like that. Now this one, unfortunately, I haven't really got that option because, ooh, I'm now thinking, oh, I've gone a little bit low on this one anyway. Oh, right. Well, I haven't obviously planned this one particularly brilliantly. So I'm going to just trim around here like that. And then what I'm going to do at the bottom, because I hadn't noticed that my piece of card had actually run out, if you see what I mean. So then I'm now on a very flimsy piece. You know, I've just got book page there. So what I'm going to do is fold that up here like that. So it's just got a bit more kind of stability. So yeah, let me just check that that's kind of straightish on that side. And yeah, I'm just going to literally glue along this bit here to press it down. Yeah, that was just my fault because I hadn't noticed that the piece of paper, you know, that backing piece that I'd put it on to give it more thickness, I hadn't actually noticed that that had actually, you know, gone down to the bottom, if you see what I mean. So yeah, I mean, that's just kind of stabilizing that and making that a bit thicker now. So right, let's trim that. Okay. Yep, loving that. Okay, right. And then we have got these couple. So again, just trim these down. Now I just need to trim this edge down because it's pretty jaggedy. And then just trim it down here across the bottom like that. Okay, trim the edge here. Doesn't really need much trimming on this edge, but just a little bit. Like that. Okay, so yeah, liking how that all looks. And then the envelope, let's see how the envelope turned out. Oh, made a mistake with the envelope. So yeah, straight away, just put my apology out there now. I had said I was going to do it like one of those vellum envelopes that we did, you know, a few weeks back, where I have a vellum pocket. Do you know, I just totally forgot and I stitched around the whole thing. So yeah, apologies there. We no longer have that vellum envelope going on thing. I've just got a complete kind of piece now on the front because, yeah, I just totally forgot to actually stitch around on only 3 sides. So, you know, what a wally. Okay, right, let's just put this all in the bin. Get rid of that out of the way. Right, let's have a look now and we will decorate a couple of these up. And weirdly enough, I've also done a bit of a U-turn because where I'd said, oh, you know, wish I had seen that this was that cloudy, you know, vellum and I wouldn't have bought it, or the acetate and I wouldn't have bought it. I actually really like it now, funnily enough. I think it's actually really nice. It's just going to probably become my new favourite. So, yeah, honestly, just so fickle. Right, let's cut out a couple of these little pieces here. So these are just some of my labels. So I'm just picking out, you know, any that I just think might work with another piece. So yeah, I'm not saying they definitely will, but if there's a chance, then I'm just going to cut them out. So right, let's put my glasses on. Get down to the serious cutting now. Okay, oops. Okay, right, that one. And around here. Oh, it's about to chuck it down with rain. It's gone over really, really, really black. So I do apologise if the video suddenly gets a bit dark in a minute, but yeah, the sky's kind of just come over quite grey, so I wouldn't be surprised if it suddenly gets quite dark in a minute. Okay, yep. So, oh, that's nice on there, I think. Might not bother with that one. Then this one. Okay, a bit more fiddly to cut out this one. Actually thinking I could have done with the bigger ones, but again, it's just typical, isn't it? You know, I don't know about you guys, but you know, we print all these things and then, to be honest, I still never seem to have the right stuff. You know, because invariably I've then used up the, you know, the size that I actually would have liked and things like that. So yeah, we're just kind of then stuck with the ones that we're left with. Okie dokie, let's just cut around here. Okay. Okay, oops, okie dokie. Come on. Right. Okay, right. Let's now take my glasses off so as I can see the rest of the desk. Right. So this one, obviously, we've got that purple. I just wondered whether I could put that purple flower. Just, I mean, that purple flower was just kind of laying around on the desk, but I mean, actually it looks quite nice on there, doesn't it? So let's just have a look and see whether I might be able to finish it off with a bit of bling, kind of like down on that lace. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I like how that looks. So, right, let's just move that out of the way. Let's just take this. So, I mean, you can see it really doesn't take much, does it, to actually kind of pull something together. I mean, you've just got literally a handful of elements here, but it just, you know, that's all it needs. It's, you know, it doesn't need a lot. It comes together really, you know, very quickly and very easily, I think. So, let's just ink this up. And actually that, you know, keep going to call it vellum, laminate, the cloudy laminate, let's just call it. It does ink very nicely, which of course, you know, you don't necessarily kind of have that ability with the, you know, that, what do you call it? You know, the shiny. You don't necessarily have the ability to ink the shiny stuff. Well, I mean, you probably could, but, well, I mean, I probably have, but I can't really recall. I can't imagine it working all that brilliantly. I would have to trawl through my videos and kind of see how it worked, but just wondering whether I could have a black flower or whether is that too much? Is that too much on there? Probably is too much, isn't it? Oh my goodness, I mean, that is definitely too much. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Do you know, I'm now thinking, actually, maybe a little bit of stamping. Oops. Nearly pulled in that one by mistake. So luckily, I just suddenly spotted it at the last minute before I went all in with the yellow. Oh, dear. I mean, wouldn't that have been a shame? Because to be honest, that would have been one of those accidents that there would have been like no coming back from. We would have just been stuck with it. No coming back from that. Right, let's just go in with this. I might just go, yeah, I might just go kind of like more down that side. Like that. Oh, that's very pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I really, really like how that looks. So that was just my black stays on with that, you know, this big swirl, which is my favourite stamp, but this is the small version of it. So yeah, really, really like how that looks. Now that stays on, I feel like it does look like it's a little bit on the wet side at the moment, but it will dry and then it won't smudge. So yeah, that's obviously the beauty of stays on. Right, let's now ink this a little bit. So definitely thinking that this little label looks really nice on this pocket, doesn't it? Now wondering whether I could even have it like that with a big ginormous kind of lace topper. What do we think? I think that looks really pretty, to be honest. So again, just going to kind of ink that laminate a little bit, and then I'm going to pop this across like that, and then we're going to just have this here. And again, that's going to hold that lace in place, and then I will just kind of reinforce that lace with a little dab more glue. So let's just put that there, like that. Okay. Oops. And then just wonder, seeing whether I've got any, oh, you know what I have got, which I've just spotted. Got those gorgeous paper ruffles that the lovely Mary had sent me. So hi Mary, if you're watching. Still loving your paper ruffles, I have to say. Oh, that's quite nice. Yep, let's just cut that down. Yeah, they're so lovely, and you made such a wonderful job of stitching them. I'm not very good with stitching things like that. So yeah, really feel very thrilled to have them and not have to make them myself. Always a good thing. Okay, just put that ruffle there, which in turn has obviously glued that lace on there just brilliantly. So again, just cut that down there, and then I can just trim that edge off as well. There we go. Oh, I love it. Love how that looks. That is gorgeous, isn't it? Really, really pretty. Now, I have to say, I would have really quite liked a neutral bow on here somewhere. Yeah, would you believe I still haven't actually printed any? Been embarrassed to admit that because, my gosh, I've been talking about it for weeks and weeks and weeks. But, yep, I still haven't printed any. So, yeah, I'm just going to quickly have a hunt and see if I've got any at all laying around. Not really. No. The purple one, which, of course, is not the right colour. I mean, funnily enough, actually, it doesn't look as horrendous as I thought it might. But it certainly is not really kind of the right colour, is it? It's not the right one. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look great. Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? Right, okay. So, yeah, let's put that to one side. Might add a bow to it later. Okay, so then we've got this one. So, again, I think we did actually ink that laminate, to be honest, before gluing it down, but never hurts to be extra inked. Okay, let's just do the flap there. And then I'm thinking this little label would look cute on here. Oops. Like that. Oh, do you know, I'm thinking I was going to put lace on. And now I'm thinking, ooh, one of those paper ruffles, actually. Honestly, they've come out of hoarding. Not come out of hiding, but they've come out of hoarding. I've been hoarding them ever since Mary sent them to me. And, yeah, I thought, no, I'm going to use them because it was my mission this year to actually use my things that I have been sent in Happy Mail. So I've got them out, and yeah, I have to say, now I've got them out, I can't stop using them because they are one of those things that just looks fantastic everywhere I put them. Really look good everywhere. Right. Let's try that with, yep, you guessed it, my favourite, the black lace. I'm just going to cut that down. Okay. And let's just see how that would look. Oh, do you know, I'm not so sure now. Thought that was going to look awesome, but don't believe it. I've actually found somewhere that I'm not so keen on the ruffle, which that's strange because I thought it was just going to look good everywhere. Although now thinking maybe without the lace, perhaps that's kind of what was spoiling it. Let's try that way up. That's quite nice, isn't it? That is quite nice. Yeah. Okay, right, yeah, I'm going to do that. So just pop that down there. Like that. And I'm just going to cut it off at the side. Oops, like that. Okay, and then I'm just wondering whether we could have a bit of black lace down here because, you know, we don't want it laceless, do we? Oh, that would be not so good. Not so good at all. You know, who wants laceless things? It's just boring, isn't it? No, I mean, obviously some things look better laceless, don't they? But hey, if you can have lace, why wouldn't you? Or maybe even just a bit kind of up here. Is that just like really strange? And everything's now in the centre. So maybe that's weird. Just from a why have you got everything in the centre point of view. Feel like I need something here in the centre of this ruffle. Now, I would love it if I've got some sort of little black flower, which I have got, but I'm trying to think where they are. Yep, they're not in there, that's for sure. Could have this fabric on. Right, let me cut those leaves off. The leaves are just like too much, aren't they? Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah, so let's just pop this one down here. And again, like I always say, the hot glue, that's just going to seep through and, you know, in turn glue that lace down. So, you know, there's no need to be gluing the lace down separately like that. And then we're going to just glue this here. Actually wondering which way is the right way up for that. I think that way is the right way. Hard to see. Okay. Oh, I love how that looks. Really gorgeous. And I might put one of those Velcro dots on. So I'm just going to quickly finish this one. And then, yeah, I might come back and put some Velcro dots on that. So let's just quickly ink this. Oops. Gone a bit heavy-handed with the ink on this at first. So, yeah, never mind. Never mind. We've gone very grungy. Let's just do a bit over the lace as well, because otherwise we've got suddenly really white lace on a, well, it's not white, it's ivory, but, you know, on a very super grungy piece now that I've made it so grungy anyway. Didn't start out grungy, obviously. Right, oops. Like that. And then I'm, yep, wondering again whether I could try these gorgeous paper ruffles. Let's just have a look here. What do we think? Or could we have a bit of ruffle up there maybe? Maybe have the, quite like that. Now, is that going to glue on there, or is that too puffy, puffed out with the lace? Right, I'm going to move that over so we just have a small portion of this up here. Have to be careful not to glue that acetate down onto the, you know, the underneath layer like that. Okay. And then this one, just going to glue that down there like that. Okay, right. Let's cut this out. Or, yeah, cut this out or off like that. Oh, that's so gorgeous, isn't it? I really love how that looks. Right, let's just see if we want some bling, because, you know, wow, haven't put any on for a while. Let's just see if we want any. Do we have some there on that paper ruffle? Or we could have some down here on the, perhaps I have it there, like as a continuation of the stitch line. Like from the lace. There we go. Okay, that one looks lovely, doesn't it? So yeah, really gorgeous, very Cinderella-y. I mean, obviously the shoe is quite Cinderella-y, isn't it? But well, I'm not sure that Cinderella had blue shoes, it's got to be said. You know, I'm not sure that that was quite the thing. The glass slipper turned into the blue shoe. Kind of more Elvis, really, wasn't it, with his blue suede shoes? But oops. But hey, it certainly doesn't scream Elvis to me. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a little bit of bling up there. Just on that paper ruffle. That looks really nice. Okay, yep. Oh, loving this. Right, okay. And then what was I going to do on this? I was going to put a Velcro dot, wasn't I? To just hold it closed. So let me just grab my Velcro dots. They're just behind me in my drawer. One, and then the other one, you know, they like male and, oops, I've got two males or two females, I'm not sure. Not sure what they're called, but, you know, the hook and the eyes, or I don't know whether they're called hook and eyes actually on Velcro, but you know what I mean. Those little kind of, the sticky and the stacky. I don't know what they're called. Right, so again, going to have it up there because I just wanted to miss my lovely decorative piece. So although that's much higher, you know, the Velcro dot, than I would have liked, because I would have obviously preferred it down here, I didn't want to have it kind of stuck on that butterfly. So, you know, it's up there, but that's fine. There we go. So those are our laminate pockets. So I hope that you like them. Obviously the pockets are, you know, here like this. And then we've got this one in the side. And then we've got this one, which is the envelope there. So yeah, I hope that you like them. You know, haven't made them for a really long time, I've got to say. And, you know, I've forgotten how much I do like them actually. So I'm going to definitely make some more. And obviously we have got a whole bunch of sheets of acetate ready to go. So yeah, I will be back with some more fun with our laminated pockets and laminated pieces. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.